Okay, so Lawson, you told me you're having trouble dividing decimals using the standard algorithm, yes? Okay, so a problem that you've shown me is 10.6 divided by 8.2. All right, now I see you've written that using the division sign. Would you write it as a division problem for me? Using the house. Okay, so 10.6 divided by 8.2. Now, one thing I'd like to see you do when you're dividing is we have lines here. Try to keep it straight. So, could you write that? Let me show you. It'll make it easier when you're dividing and keeping things in order. So, I'm going to re-put it down here. 8.2 into 10.6. Okay? You see how I made that on one line? All right, that's going to help you keep it straight. Now, if you didn't have decimals there, would you know how to divide that? You'd feel comfortable dividing it?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, have you learned anything about what to do with the divisor? First of all, do you know what the divisor and the dividend is?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, show me which one is the divisor. All right, the divisor is that. You're dividing by 8.2, so that is your divisor. And the dividend is what?
10.6.
10.6 is what you're dividing into. Okay? When you are dividing a decimal into a decimal like this, you need to turn this into a whole number. Okay? What could I do to turn 8.2 into a whole number?
Round it down to.
Okay. Well, that was a good thought, but let me show you what you need to do. 8.2, you need to turn it into 82. In order to turn that into 82, what would you have to do to it?
Move the decimal that way once.
Exactly. So would you move the decimal over? Draw a little arrow to show me how you're going to move it. You've done that before, right? Use the arrow. Okay, so you've moved it. So put your decimal there. Okay. You don't have to erase it out. If you do that, you can put a little X over it just so you'll know why you moved it. Okay? All right. So you move the decimal one time there.
So I have to move it once there.
Exactly what you do to the divisor, you have to do to the dividend. All right. Okay. Now you have 82 into what?
106.
Do you feel comfortable dividing that? All right, try it and see what happens. Okay, can I stop you there? I noticed you put the 1 over the 1 and 106.
Wow, I didn't mean to.
Can you show me where you meant to? Where did you mean to put that 1?
So,
You put it over the last number in the number that you're dividing, okay? Because you're trying to divide 82 into 106. So 82 will go into 106 one time. So you've correctly put the 1 over the 6 now. All right, keep going. Oh, good catch. Keep going. Do you see a subtraction error? Good. Do you need to stop there? You made a tricky problem for yourself, didn't you? All right. Will 82 go into 24?
So yeah, the annex is in.
You have to do what?
and x is 0.
Okay, all right. So
Or
where are you
no,
going to?
bring down that number.
All right. So you're saying 82 into 106. You moved a decimal there, right? So let's put that decimal up here. So we'll know that anything after that is a part of a number. It's not a whole number. All right. Now, can you put zeros on this side of that 6? How many zeros can you put there?
As many as
As many as you need. The zeros there can go on forever. So put a 0. Now you have a 0 to nx, don't you? Okay. Keep going.
40. I think 3 times.
Okay. Is that a reasonable estimate?
I think so.
Okay,
Well,
tell me why you chose 3.
because if you were to
If you were to put a 3 there, 3 times what?
82.
3 times 80 is what?
24 also, and that's 24 there, so
Uh-huh.
there's a 2 there, so
So tell me what that means because you have a 2 there.
it'll be more than 240.
So what do you think a good number would be?
2.
So go ahead. Okay. Now, we want to divide out to the hundredths place in this problem. So how many more places do we need to go to get to the hundredths?
1 more.
Because right now we're at 1.2, so we're at the tenths. Keep going. What do you need to do to go to the hundredths place?
Bring down a 0.
But you have to put a 0 there to bring it down, don't you?
Yeah.
I see you're thinking. Explain what you're thinking right now.
8 times something will bring me close, but not over 760.
Okay, so what are some numbers that you can multiply 8 by that would be close to 76, for example?
9.
Okay, so 8 times 9 is,
72.
what do you think about that?
I think that might go over.
Okay. 9 times 2 is what?
18
So 18 plus 72,
is
or actually not plus 72, plus 720. Because remember, we're saying 8 times 9. 8 times 9 is 772, but we're really looking for 760, aren't we? Okay, Okay, so 8 times 9 would be 700, and it's really not 8 times 9, it's
8 times.
not
No,
8.
82 times.
Okay, that 8 is in the tens place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
that's
so
not really
80.
8, is it? Yes, it's 80 times 9 is 720, right? And then 2 times 9 is 18, yeah? So 720 plus 18 is,
Oh, 738.
would that work?
Yes.
Go for it.
So I did 9.
You decided 9, yeah.
So 36.
What did you say it was? Well, what's an easy way to do that? You just take each number. 9 times 2 is,
18.
so put down your 8
No, so
and carry
738.
1. Yeah, there you go.
So
Okay. All right, now we can stop there because now we're at the hundredths place. Okay. What did you get?
1.29.
1.29. Okay.
And then I'll pay remainder.
Now tell me, what was the hardest part of that problem for you?
Probably trying to get the number for the hundredths place,
Yeah. Okay. Why?
because having to think of multiplying the number that big.
Okay.
and trying
So
to think of getting something close to that, to 760.
okay. So you felt okay about the decimals. Am I hearing that? Okay. So let's turn over. I'm gonna give you another problem. Okay. So show me what the first thing you're gonna do to that one is.
See how many, or get to the closest amount that you can, or multiply that to get closest to 76.
Okay, but tell me, what is the first thing you see when you're looking at that problem? Do you see something with the divisor that needs to be done? What's the first thing that you need to do when you see decimals?
Make it a whole number.
So how are you going to do that? Okay.
Decimal number. And then move that over.
Yeah, perfect. And when you put the decimal there, automatically go ahead and put it up there. Then you don't forget it in case you need to keep going. Okay, go ahead.
I think 9 times.
Okay, let's look at this. 45, will 45 go into 7? Will 45 go into 76?
Yes.
Yeah, how many times?
Once.
Once. Okay, so go ahead.
Oh.
Where were you getting the 9 from? Not sure where you were going with the 9.
I was trying to multiply it.
Do you understand why we went to 76? Okay. All right, so go ahead and put your 1 up there. Don't forget that. Ooh. Now that tells me that you're saying 45 will go into 762 one time because you put the 1 over the 2. You put the 1 over the number that you're dividing. We checked to see if 45 would go into 7. It won't go into 7, will it?
No.
But you told me it will go into 76.
So I'll do it in there.
Yes, good. All right, keep going.
bring down that 2.
Perfect. When you're trying, it looks like you're struggling, trying to figure out or trying to decide how many times it will go in there. Is that what I'm seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So what you can do, you have 45 and you have 312. Take off the last number. How many times would 4 go into 31?
5 times.
4 times 5 is 20. Can you get any closer?
Oh. 6.
4 times 6 is 24. Can you get any closer?
I don't think so.
Okay, because 4 times 7 is
32.
4 times 7 is
Oh. 42.
4 times 7.
Oh. Oh, 28.
Yeah.
Oh, so
And 4 times 8 is
32.
4 times 8 is 32. So we know that 8 is too much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could 7 possibly work?
Yes.
I'll try it and see. So 45 into 312 might go 7 times, is what I'm hearing. So put your 7 up there.
So
7 times 5 is,
35.
so put down your 5. I'm just curious, I keep seeing you're not using that procedure of multiplying over there. Are you trying to do it all in your head?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, I would recommend, until you get really comfortable with this, don't try to do it in your head. You really need to show your work, okay? That's going to save you some errors. So 7 times 5 is 35, and you put down the 5, now carry a 3. So write a 3 up there, okay? 7 times 4 is
28.
plus
3 is 31.
28 plus 3 is 31, yes, so go ahead and write that down.
1, carry the 3.
All right, just write down 31.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Do we have a problem?
Mm-hmm.
What do you need to do?
Bring down another number.
Okay, I'm seeing a different problem. 312 minus,
Yeah. I mean, like, I see that.
so you need the 7 work?
No.
So we need to get rid of that 7, don't we?
Yeah. So,
And if we get rid of that 7, we need to get rid of everything that went with it. Get rid of that 3. Good. So now what should you try?
6.
And do the same procedure. 6 times,
5 is 30.
so put 30, put down the 0.
Oh.
This is just standard algorithm, so we're going to kind of follow a process. No. You put down the 0, carry the 3.
Okay.
Because you're multiplying 6 times 45. So 6 times 5 was 30. You did put down the 0. You carried your 3. 6 times 4 is
24.
plus 3 is
27.
so put your 27 under the 31. Now okay. Okay. Are we finished?
No.
Nope, because we're going out to the hundredths place. Okay.
So bring down the 5.
Mm-hmm. let me ask you, instead of writing all that down, 45, 425. You know, just think about if you
Like-
multiplied 45 times 10, what would you get?
450.
Yeah. Is that close to 425?
Yeah.
So what is
Just
the
go
next
back
number?
25.
Hmm?
You wouldn't have to go back 25.
Yeah, so 450 would be too big. So 10 times 45 is too big. What might you try next?
Nine. Oh,
Might be a good try it.
so 45.
Okay. So you know 9 times 40 would be
36.
9 times 40.
I mean 360.
Yeah. So this number is at least going to be 360. 9 times 5 is what?
45.
So 360 plus 45 would be 505. Would that work?
No.
Okay, so we can rule that one out.
8.
Try 8.
So 8 times 5
Is
40.
okay.
So then 8 times 4 is 32, and then
Well, but that's not really 8 times 4, is it? That's 8 times.
40. So 320 plus 40 is 360. So that will work.
All right. Let's put it up here. Don't forget to write it.
No. Wait. 360? Oh, wait. Oh. 8.
Yes. And again, instead of trying to do it, it was great to do it in your head when we were estimating. Sometimes estimating helps save a lot of time. But when you're actually doing it, let's not estimate down there. Let's do the math. So you said 8 times
5 is 40. I mean, yeah 40.
8 times 5 is 40, so you put a 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you did what? What do you need to carry?
The 4.
So carry your 4. And keep going.
And so then 8 times 4 is 32 plus 4 is 336. I mean 306.
Okay. When we're just multiplying like that, you would say 8 times 5 is 40. So you put down your 0.
Mm-hmm.
Carry your 4. 8 times 4 is 32.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 4 is
36.
36. We have 36 tens.
And that's
So put down your...
And that's 40. Because it's in the tens place.
Yes, you're right. But when we're just multiplying it like this, I totally get what you're saying. You're exactly right. That is 40. But when we're multiplying using the standard algorithm, you're just going to say, watch what I'm pointing to. 8 times 5 is 40. So you're putting down your 0 and carrying a 4. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 4 is 36. You have 36 tens, which is what? 36 tens?
300.
360. So you've put your 36 down there because you've already put your ones. Okay? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little confusing. I get what you're saying. Keep going. Okay. Are you to the hundredths place yet?
No.
So what do you need to do? Do you have anything left to bring down?
Nope.
So,
Well, I don't have to be as 45 and 65.
let's check
Like
the
you
math
do.
because I thought we decided that 9 didn't work, but let's see. 5 minus 0 is 5, 12 minus 6 is 6. You're exactly right. Maybe we estimated wrong. Maybe we were looking at, should we try 9? I thought when we said 9 times 45.
It was 450.
Well, maybe we estimated. 9 times 40 is 360. 9 times 5 is 45. Write down 360. Plus what?
Plus 4?
45, right?
40,
9
yeah.
times 5 would be 45. My bad too, huh? Let's try it. Good catch. Okay.
9. Did I erase that?
Mm-hmm.
And so then so then 9 times 5 is 45.
So put down the
Oh wait, yep. Down the 5.
dude.
Oh.
And
Then carry the 4
yep.
and then so 9 times 4 is 36 plus 4 is 40.
Yeah. All right, keep
Okay,
going. And I think you meant to put, let's see, 2 is 2, 11 minus 7 is 4. You brought down the 2 there. I'm getting a little confused. 2 minus 0 is 2. 11 minus 7 is 4. Alright. Alright, son, I got lost somewhere in there.
Wait, 2 minus 2 is 0. So
Yeah. That's what it was. Okay, so where did you, that should be a 0. I think you didn't need to write that. I think you, yeah. There. And you were bringing down what to that?
the 5.
Yeah, okay. Whew.
Okay.
Alright.
So then subtract that.
Little note to self, when you're erasing, be very careful about erasing and lining up your numbers, okay?
So 20.
Alright. Are you finished?
No.
Okay.
X is here. Down. It's 245 can go into 200. I'd say 2 times? Yeah. because 4 times 2 is 8, and then 5 times 2 is 10, so that'd be 90.
And you feel good about that?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, did you put it up here?
I don't know. Oh wait, so it was
You told me 2, right?
so 92.
Do your subtraction. Show your work. You did it in your head. Show your work.
Oh. Yeah, I can remember. That's 0, 1, 9 minus.
Okay, I see you borrowed a 1. Where did you put it?
Oh wait, so that needs to be a 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 110. So it's 1.
Yeah, your subtraction is correct. Are you feeling good about the answer?
I think so. Well, maybe it's just 10.
No, look at it. So if we kept going, you would say 45 would go into 110. You feel good about that?
No,
Tell me why.
because 45 can go into 110.
It can?
Can't.
It
Or
can't?
even, no, it can.
It can, yeah. So tell me about that number. You have a remainder of 110. Your divisor is 45.
Oh, so then,
Is this number a good number?
no,
So tell me about what you think.
it needs to be higher.
Okay.
So I'll try 3.
Now, before we have another mistake like we had just a minute ago, let's make sure that this number, all right, so that was a 0, and that was a
0.
2, right? You had 20 left over. Make sure you write it clearly. Yeah, okay. All right, and you brought down your other 0, so make sure you write that in there. Make sure you write it clearly so we don't have any more accidents. All right. 45 will go into 200. You know that 2 times 45 was what?
90.
Okay. Remember what we talked about estimating?
Yeah.
So let's look at this. Let's look at the first 2 numbers. 4 will go into 20.
3 times. Oh.
4 times what is 20?
Oh, 5.
5. But if we said 5 times 45, it would be, would it be bigger, smaller, or the same as
Bigger.
200? It'd be bigger, right? So 5 won't work, but what do you think the next number
4.
that you might want to try would be? Okay.
So,
I think we've got to work on some estimation skills. Okay.
so 4 times.
Put your 4 there. Don't do it in your head. Remember, honey, you've got to show your work.
So 4 times 5 is 20.
So write it down. Write every. 4 times 5 is 20. Write it down. Write down the 0. Put down the 0 and carry the
2. So then 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2 is 18.
Mm-hmm.
So then, yeah, it's the closest I can get.
Okay, so keep going.
And then,
Okay, good. I think you get the decimals. I don't think the decimals are what's bothering you. I think what's bothering you is estimating, trying to find a number that's close, and very carefully writing down your numbers and showing your work. What I'm seeing here is you get how to move decimals, but you're doing a lot in your head. You've got to show your work. I know it's a pain. I get it. Every kid I work with, it's a pain. I get it. But it's going to save you a lot of errors. Okay? I show my work, and I'm a lot older than you are. There's no shame in showing your work. It's really smart to show your work. Okay? That's going to save you errors. And estimating. We've got to work a little bit more on estimating. What do you think?
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
Okay.
Tell me, what do you think the hardest part of this is?
Probably estimating.
Yeah? So maybe we need to work on that some? Okay. All right. Thanks for being my student. He's a hard worker.